Hey guys, it's me, Kyrex, and today I'm here with a Dragunity Buster Blader deck combo video. And I've just been trying to experiment with the Dragunity archetype, and I kinda saw an opportunity to put in the Buster Blader cards as well, but it's a little weird. I just didn't think Dragunity would play Buster Blader cards. I don't know, but I kinda made it work. And it works surprisingly well, like more than I thought it would. And you can end on a pretty good board. The the end board that you want to end on is Spell Canceller or any kind of spell lock, really, that just locks your opponent from using spells, and the Buster Blader lock. So yeah, let's just get right into it. Alright, so we got a pretty good hand to start. With this one. This I kind of messed up, so this isn't exactly live, but we started off with the black metal dragon, and then that'll be our one card starter for this combo, and then go into striker. It doesn't search anything because we're not playing rockets, but then we do that, and then I search this Dragunity deck. We already had the Dragon's Ravine. We search the Divine Lance, which we already would, and then we're gonna pitch the Phalanx to bring out the Legatus, just so we have an extra what's it called, special summon, so that we can go into the Halqifibrax. And then since I don't have another extender here, I opt to go for another dragon, just to continue the LP plays, the guard dragon plays. And then I bring out the safer, and then this will bring this back, and I'm just trying to go into Saryuja here to get the draw, because you need to see Foolish Burial, because the way this works is you end on the Buster Dragon and the Buster Blader fusion monster for the lock. So you need to see cards that will get a Buster Blader from either your deck to your hand or deck to a graveyard. If you get it from your deck to your hand, like the emblem of Swordsman or whatever it's called, to search a Buster Blader, then you can just pitch it off Dragon's Ravine into the graveyard. And then you use the Protector Whelp link monster to send the trap card Memory of Swordsman or whatever it's called. I don't know the names, but then that's how you get both of them in order to make the fusion monster. So let's keep going. So I ended up drawing it, and this card here is actually really good because it's a level 6, which works really well with Phalanx to make the level 8 Synchro monster, the Buster Dragon. So then yeah, then I just extend a bit more, make the Protector Whelp, and then that's the end of that one. So yeah, it's pretty decent. So let's go back a little bit. So yeah, so you're ending on that 2 negate Appaloosa, and then just a complete lock from monster effects. So the Appaloosa is just overkill, really. There is ones where you end on Sphere instead of Appaloosa, which is pretty much more practical, but still not bad. So let's go into the next one. So again, I really like the Arm Dragon Flash because it's basically an emergency teleport or a quick launch for Dragunities, since the Arm Dragon level 3 Thunder, whatever it's called, is a wind dragon. So it also allows you to search off a Brotar for like this Dragunity card here. So we start off by normal summoning the Phalanx, and then we special summon that, bring out Romulus, attach this, and then we'd attach the Koos. Then we bring out this, and we only go for, yeah, the Remus again. This is the most consistent combo that I've found so far to get the Buster Lock, but there is some degree of luck involved in these combos. We go Saryuja. My mouse has stopped working for some reason. And then we bring out that bad boy and the Goose in order to make Gadir for the. This is another combo route to get into the Buster Dragon. So there's more than one way, so we don't get hard stuck and get in bricky and all that. I mean, the Protector Whelp, and yeah. So those are pretty much the same, just different routes. This one's a bit different. So we pitch the Zephyros. I really like Zephyros in this because, of course, it's a dark wing beast, and it can special summon itself from the grave. And then it also makes Dragon Ravine active again, since Dragon Ravine isn't a hard once per turn. Let me go into the Romulus, equip the Goose, and then go into this. And it's because I have an extender, I can go into, let's see, I can bring out the Despot 001. It can be any machine, but Despot 001 is the best for this situation. My mouse has stopped working again. I don't know what's happening. So then we go into the Auroradon, and then we bring out that to make the LP, since all the arrows are pointing to the middle zone here. And we already used the Black Metal Dragon, I think. So we use the Safer. Then we use the effect to tribute the seal and the card up here in order to get the effective seal to bring out the DMZ Dragon. I love this card now. I just seen it recently used in a YouTube video of someone, and then I was like, oh wow, I didn't even know this card existed, and it's actually really good. You get so much advantage off it. Just so much summoning power. Alright, then we go into the Saryuja. We do get the Foolish Burial, so that is awesome, because we already have the trap in there, I'm pretty sure. Or we'll get the trap in there eventually. I don't know if we use Protector Whelp yet. Oh, then we got the Buster Dragon. So yeah, then we're just extending at this point. And I love the Buster Dragon because it's just another extender in itself. Yeah, so we did have the trap in there. So yeah. A 4-negate Appaloosa, by the way. So basically the same board, but with spheres instead, and another negate for the Appaloosa. So, or 2 more negates rather. So that combo route is the ideal one, where you bring out the Despot instead of just another dragon. But it's more or less the same. You just get more value out of it. And it looks really cool too, combo-wise. You do the Auroradon shenanigans and all that. Yeah, I'm a fan. So let me keep going here. This one, I'm not sure what this one is, I forget. So we search the Buster Blader, we bring in another Ravine, we pitch the Buster Blader so it's in the graveyard, and then we use another Ravine to just shape our hand, and then Zephyros is active, and then we special summon and I just use the Striker Dragon there. I just use the Striker Dragon there to get another Dark in the board, or in the graveyard, just in case. You never know. Sorry about that. My software stopped recording, but we will continue. So then that equips that to special summon that, and then this goes into another Alpha-Fibrax, brings out the Despot, and because I have the World Legacy Guard Dragon to extend, I can go into the Auroradon to make the seal plays, like tribute the Hieratic Seal. And then we use Seal's effect and Colt Wings effect just to get a bunch of bodies on the board. And we bring out DMZ Dragon. And Protector Whelp sends the trap, and we already have, and that's alive now. And DMZ, bring out that, and then we change that into that. Go into Saryuja. And we do draw into this card to make the level 8 Synchro Buster Dragon. And then we bring out the Black Metal, go into Spheres, bring out a bunch of cards to go into a 4-negate. Okay, so it's just the same end board. Yeah, just the same inboard, really. Just a different route, slightly different route, I should say, with the black metal dragon. Alright, so next one, we got special summon this, and then go into that, into the Romulus, and then we go equip this. Just pretty standard at this point, pretty repetitive. We go into Alcaphybrax, to Auroradon, because I have the extender. So many extenders in this hand. This, to achieve what I want with this deck, you don't really need a lot of cards in your hand, as you can clearly see. And you can't really get a lot of cards in your hand since everything's really neggy, like negative. And the Protector Whelp sends the trap, so that's alive. And then I really like this because the Protector Whelp also special summons at the same time it sends the trap card if you have a Buster Blader in your hand. And so you're just able to extend even further that way. But that's a really rare occurrence because usually you want that in the graveyard anyways, beforehand. Then we go into the Saryuja and to get Monster Reborn. And then we have the level. Oh, I guess not, but I guess we get to revive it back for the level 8, and we get the Dragunity Knight Synchro Monster. And then we also have the Sphere. And we get the Saryuja attack points increase. So yeah, that one's pretty cool. And then this one is using hand traps. I made a version of this deck using a bunch of hand traps, so that's what this one is. I'm pretty sure you just use, this is pretty standard. Let me go into the coups, into that. These ones are just like rogue combos, aren't very consistent, I guess. I don't know about this one because I haven't really messed around with the hand trap variation of this deck, since it is a 60 card deck. I usually like more 40-ish cards, but with this one there's a lot of engine requirements, so you kind of need to run 60 if you want to fit hand traps in, a bunch of them anyways, which is okay. It's not bad. I haven't really noticed a huge dip, but yeah, then we just make seal, and yeah, that's that with the Buster Lock. And since the Buster Whelp that locks your opponent out of the extra deck got banned, so this is pretty much the next alternative, I guess. So then we got standard combo, just go into Romulus any way we can, and then equip this, and then extend a bunch, and then bring out the Despot since I already have another body on the board. This one was peculiar since I didn't really have 3 monsters before I made in the Alcaphybrax. But this one I did, and then we'll have this, and then this way we get to keep the Romulus up here, just for an extra body. So we'll cover the whole board now. And then bring out the DMZ Dragon. I love that card. Protector Whelp, send it. Since I already had the Foolish Burial of Goods to send the trap. And we already got Spell Canceller from Brotar there. Then we go into the Buster Dragon. Bring all those into Saryuja. And then the Saryuja will be used to special summon the Spell Canceller. And then there you go. So yeah, let's go back a bit. Yeah, so this, I like looking at this. It's awesome. They can't do anything with monsters. They get put into defense mode, and this guy can just attack through them with the piercing. And all of them are dragons, so he can get 1,000 attacks. So he's just a big beefy boy. And then they can't. It's like a VFD pretty much, an unlimited use VFD that's always active. And then you have the spell canceller, which just doesn't allow them to play their spells. So if I could special summon one more time and make a sphere, then I would just bounce back to normal summon, and then they wouldn't be able to do anything. Literally nothing. It's pretty gross if you don't get hand trapped, of course. which is the kicker. But then we got this one. Yeah, just basic starter, red MD. Summon that into Romulus, equip spell, equip it, summon out Phalanx, and then Phalanx, or yeah, bring out another dragon for this, and then I have the extender to go into Despot, into Auroradon, and then bring back out the Phalanx, Guard Dragon combo, search a spell canceller with Brotar, and then Auroradon, Tribute Seal, bring out Colt Wing, Seal effect, Chain Link 1, so nothing they can do, bring out the DMZ, send the trap card since Buster Blader is already there, so it's alive, and then just extending at this point for Saryuja. And then I do get the Foolish Burial, so I guess it wasn't in the grave before. And I also get the Dragunity Night Boss Monster for the extra monster negate. And I'm just gonna extend a bunch more here. Bring up the Spell Canceller, and then I go into the Armogram. And then we got the then we got the full combo there. So we got the Buster Lock, the Spell Lock, a Monster Negate that also decreases their attack, and it can recur itself next turn from the graveyard. And then we also have Hieratic Spheres, or Hieratic Seal, sorry. And then that's just game. Nothing they can do. If they were to even play through this, and they were to get a monster from the board somehow, which is impossible, and use its effect, then I can just negate it. So there's really nothing they can do. But yeah, that's been the whole concept of this deck. I think it's a really cool concept. I think it can be optimized even further, obviously. I've just been experimenting with it today. But yeah, thank you so much for watching, and make sure you like and subscribe, and stay tuned for more. See ya.